My story this morning is about Joash the boy king. Her aunt said, "Keep quiet, don't cry, Joash. One day you will be a king, and a crown will be put on your head, and sit down on the throne." Joash learned to walk and talk. The wicked queen did not find Joash. He grew up, and then each birthday he stood a little taller beside the bedroom door post. One evening, as Joash and his uncle Jehoiada walked together in the temple court, Joash, Joash saw the holes in the temple, and because he loved to repair it, but his uncle said it will cost a lot of money to repair this one. Uncle Jehoiada taught Joash to read the law of God and to read the Bible, and Joash learned to love the Lord as a young boy. He read the Ten Commandments to him too. Then one day, when he was about 7 years old, his uncle took him by the hand and led him to the veranda, and he stood there beside the pillar gate. And there's people who came, the trumpeters, the singers, the soldiers, and quietly they clapped their hands and then shouted, "Long live the king! Long live the king!" Uncle Jehoiada placed a scroll of the law in Joash's hand and a king's crown on his head. Then, with a horn of sweet-smelling oil, he anointed Joash king of Judah. The trumpeters blew their trumpets, the singers sang songs of praise, the people clapped their hands. The wicked queen came running into the temple court. She heard the trumpets and the singing, and when she saw the boy standing, she shouted, "Treason! Treason!" She commanded the soldiers to take the boy away, but the soldiers took her away instead. And then the people lined up in a long procession. Soldiers, singers, and priests and trumpeters led the way out of the temple gate and down the street to the king's palace. They carried the boy King Joash, and this place would now be his home. After that, slowly Joash walked up the palace aisles. He climbed the steps to the golden throne. The throne was very large, and his feet did not reach the floor, but he sat as straight as a king. And the people kept shouting, "Long live the king!" To be a king was a big task for the boy, but when he grew up, he wanted the temple to be repaired, and so he asked his uncle to help him and give him an idea. And his uncle suggested to put a chest around the temple or beside the temple so people will come and children will come, grandmothers, grandfathers, mother and father will come to drop the coin to help build the temple again. "Bring the chest to the treasury room," said Joash. In the treasury room, his helpers poured the coins into bags. The chest was again placed at the temple gate, and more people came to drop more coins, and then there was enough money to build the temple walls that the queen's kids destroyed. Carpenters came to repair the temple, and carefully they worked, for this was God's house. At last, the holes in the temple walls were repaired. More people came to worship the Lord, and God was so happy and was pleased to see the beautiful temple and the worshiping people and the young king on the golden throne. That's the end of the story. Don't forget, next video is the story is entitled Esther the Brave Queen. Thank you for listening to this story. Remember, this story you can read it from the Bible. Remember, Jesus loves you and cared for you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.